Hello, happy Monday, happy October. I am so excited to be here with you today. I am Lachelle, also known as America's Supermom, mother of 15 children, and it can get chaotic. What I do every day is I crush chaos because it can be crazy in this household with 10 of our children still around, but also just with everyday life. You never know what you're going to wake up to and what's going to happen in your daily routine. And so I help you navigate through that, how to, transform that chaos into clarity and confidence with a smile. So I am on here because yesterday was Sunday, the day that I'm supposed to do my weekly show, and life happens. So that's something that you can get used to with me. You just never know what to expect when it comes to sometimes scheduling because things happen. But I've learned not to put myself in a box, but just to give myself grace, which is something I would remind you about giving yourself grace when it comes to schedules and remembering to come from a place of power and understanding that sometimes priorities change, right? If I am sick, even though I may mean to be at a certain place, my priority changes because my immediate needs are for me to get some rest or to not be in a situation where I put other people in harm's way by being around them when I am maybe contagious or something of that nature. So I'm excited to be here today because it's a new month, new opportunities, and I want to highlight a few things that I have going on in my world. And so this show is about some tips and strategies that we can use as we are getting close to the end of 2023. We are currently 84 days away from Christmas. Now, everyone may not celebrate Christmas, but for those who do, we just have 84 days, y'all. I have 10 kids at home, and really all my kids are like, okay, what are we getting for Christmas? They're grown, right? And they still look forward to the holiday. I think it's the food, the fellowship, the fun time where people are off because they sometimes are forced to be. Right, everything closes around the holidays, and so it's that time where we can come together as a family and not feel guilty that we should be working or we're missing out on something. So, with these strategies, the first thing I would say is to plan, right? It's 84 days. Who are you going to be buying gifts for? What does that look like? Maybe your kids' teachers or some of your clients that have been with you over the years. Now, I say that because Prime Day is coming up. So, I am an Amazon influencer, and Prime Day is October 11th and 12th. And this is an opportunity for you to get some special deals for people that you know may be on your Christmas list, and you can do it now and save yourself a little extra money. So that is something that I want to say is about planning. Get your list out, right? Just make it exhaustive, write it all down, and think about ways that you can buy in bulk and then kind of give out gifts to people individually. So, for example, let's say you get a big tote of Rubbermaid disposable, um, the reusable uh, items, right? That's the little containers where you can pack lunches in. That's what I'm thinking. So you get a big tote of those, maybe like 100 of them, and then you individually wrap them with different things. Like inside the tote, maybe you put um, some food items, maybe it's snacks or something creative. You can have your kids give it to their teachers, right? So it's something like maybe a couple of things of hot chocolate or tea bags, and you just wrap it up really nicely with a bow. But you can take those little containers and fill them up with different things, right? Fill them up with candy, right? You can fill them up with a little small fingernail polish or other little trinkets, right? Mini hand sanitizer. So just kind of thinking out of the box, just different ways that you can come up with a larger gift and break it down into different pieces. All right. So the first thing is planning. The next thing is Incorporate self-care as the holiday season gets closer. So, if this is something that you haven't been doing, well, then start doing it now. So, maybe it is getting up in the morning, taking a few moments to meditate, or maybe it is reading, right? Maybe you want to read the Bible or a devotional, or maybe you want to get up in the morning and write. So it's the perfect time now before things get really chaotic, speaking from experience, to just start a routine. It doesn't have to be long. Maybe it's 15 minutes, but something to get you grounded for the day because things happen, right? Lots of things as the time goes on. You have conflict with party dates, how you're going to travel. Maybe somebody else has to work. So, a lot of things in the future you have to navigate through. So, you want to make sure that you incorporate mindfulness, right? The next thing is getting around a support group and tribe. I can't express this enough because we get so caught up in what our goals are. We get caught up with the holidays, who we're buying for, and it's so easy to forget about the things that matter. So when you have a support group, it is set up and designed to remind you of the things that matter, and you incorporate that in your daily routine. So whether it's a weekly call that you discuss some things that you're doing with your business, or you collaborate on projects. This is a way that you can make sure that you keep yourself in a good space as the holidays get closer. And then the next thing really is to be kind to other people, because a lot of people have suffered loss and the holidays do not look the same, whether it's a matriarch or a patriarch, or anything that just kind of disrupts your schedule in a time that really there's a lot of nostalgia. It could be really hard for some people. So showing kindness, because you just never know. So those are my tips. So before I get off, I want to highlight some things that I have going on in the month of October. I'm excited to have a couple of book studies, and these books you can actually order on Amazon. Right, I have some audio rooms that I do on LinkedIn and on Clubhouse. So this book, The Organic Entrepreneur, by Maxine Heineman, this is a book that I'm doing as an audio study on LinkedIn. So I'm doing that with Rochelle Harlington. And we do that room on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I also have the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. This is a book study that I'm doing with Kimberly Lechnick on Clubhouse on Saturdays at 9 a.m. So if you're interested in joining, both of these books are available on Amazon. I'll put my link in the show notes for my store, and you can just go and order those. Also, I have to write my notes. I have a mastermind that I am doing the month of October. It starts October the 15th. So if you're interested in a support group, some people that are like minded that help you stay on task, they want to invest in you just as much as you are investing in them, then consider joining the mastermind. And lastly, I have a couple of books that I'm a part of. One of them will be launched October the 12th, and that's She Said Yes to Herself. This is an empowerment guide with several authors. We've come together to create this anthology to remind us on how to say yes to ourselves and how our life changes as a result of saying yes. So that is coming out October the 12th. And then this Wednesday, just a couple days from today, I am hosting a informational meeting on why streaming TV matters. So if you want to know why streaming TV is even an issue, right? You're on YouTube, you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram, TikTok, you've got all this following, but why would TV be something that you would consider for media? Well, if you want to know more ways to monetize and how to move forward with your brand, then you might want to connect with me and join this informational meeting on Wednesday. So that is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's just for an hour. It's free. It's an opportunity to hear what all the buzz is about around media. So I want to thank you guys. This was just a quick pop on during the week to start the week off phenomenally well. And remembering that it is a new month, it is new opportunities. We have the holidays that are quickly approaching, and just ways that we could be giving ourselves grace by planning and preparation that's going to help us to show up as the best version of ourselves. So, as the holidays approach, remember to keep your goals. Remember to do the work. Remember to rest. Remember to connect with great people, because a lot of times we end up doing things all on our own without soliciting the help of other people that are gifted in areas that we're not. So take this time to just really embrace the holidays and remember to be fully present, because, these days we can't get back. I look at my children. I have one who is going to be 23 on Friday, and I can't go back and recreate memories. So the best way to make sure that I have that covered is to create memories every day, right? We have to be mindful. A lot of times we just want to rush through things, but everything has a process. And there's good and bad in any situation, but where you stay and where your focus is what's important. Because if you focus on the bad, you'll repeat more bad things, right? That's all you'll see is the negativity. You won't see the good things. But if you focus on the good, sometimes bad things could be happening, but you're none the wiser. It's like a totally different experience if you're looking through good eyes versus bad eyes. And so I'm not saying that everything is perfect. I was on a Bible study this morning, and one of the ladies, her son is in the marching band. They were scheduled to go out of town this weekend for a competition, and they just got off break. This is their first day back, and they found out that their band instructor passed away. He wasn't even 40, right? Over vacation. So every day is a gift. We're not promised tomorrow. So it's so important to be present. And I know we hear this a lot. It sounds cliche, but what legacy do you want to leave, right? We can get so caught up in everybody else's agenda, how many likes, how many views we have on certain things, who's monetizing, who's not, that we forget about what the really important things, which are people, our family, and memories that we can create. So, have an amazing October. I'm looking forward to great things from each and every one of you. And I want to thank you for watching. And please reach out if there's anything that I could do to support you. I am from the old school belief that it takes a village, right? We can't do things alone. We're not an island. So I would love to connect with you and see how we can collaborate. But in the meantime, have an amazing Monday, a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.